This is the fastest Star Citizen guide. Of course, you could always do the official tutorial, and I do recommend you do so at some point, but if you want to jump into the action fast, this quick guide for Star Citizen is all you need for now. So stick around, like, subscribe and leave a comment for your chance to win in our next subscriber milestone giveaway. And on that note, let's go! I've broken this video down into the following sections with their timestamps in the description, so feel free to skip the parts you're familiar with or if you're just short on time. Choosing a home location, super basic controls on foot, your mobi glass, gearing up, calling your ship, ship controls, the best missions to make that first 100,000, landing your ship, upgrading your ship, and buying your first ship. Home location. Okay, so you've created your character and wonder where to spawn. Honestly, it doesn't matter too much, but I recommend starting in Microtech New Babbage because of one of the most profitable, fastest trade routes. Easier bunkers, bounties, and less pirates than places like Thurston or Crusader, for example. But if you've already set your home location somewhere else, don't worry about it, I've got you covered. Let's start with super basic controls. Press F to interact with objects, buttons, terminals and more. Press I for inventory. Also note that you can switch between local, personal and vehicle inventories. Press F12 to toggle chat on or off. Then let's start combat controls. Keys 1 to 3 are your guns, G for grenades, C for consumables like med pens, T is your flashlight, or if you have a light or laser attached to the underbarrel of your weapon, you can activate that with the U key. Press 4 to use your multi-tool or med gun. Should you want to heal yourself with a med gun, press B to target yourself and click. You can also hold F and both clicks at the same time to bring up the action wheel. We'll get to the ship controls later. For now though, let's check out the mobi glass. Your very own space watch, something you'll get very familiar with right now. Press F1 to bring it up. Now, looking at the tabs, at the bottom from left to right, first you'll see Comlink. This is where you manage your chat channels, whether it's global, friends only or party chat. Next is your vehicle loadout manager. When one of your ships or vehicles are stored, this is where you'll select them and upgrade or downgrade by switching or removing components and weapons. If you can't select your ship here, it's either at a different location or not stored. Remember to hit confirm changes once you're happy with your setup. Then you've got the knickknacks section. If you've ever wondered where your stuff went, this is where you can find everything you own, wherever it might be. Next you have the Skyline tab, which is your map. Click where you want to go and set route. If it doesn't want to work, jump to the nearest other location and try again. Since we're still in alpha, this is a rather common bug at the moment if the destination is obstructed. Then there's the MO trader or money trader, where you can, yes, you've guessed it, transfer funds to another player should you want to. Next we have the contracts manager, probably the most used tab apart from the Skyline map. Here's where you'll find all your missions. They are split between two main tabs, general and personal. If you're a law-abiding citizen, then you'll get the majority of your quests under the general tab. But if you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, the personal tab contains the more questionable quest lines. So be sure to read those descriptions before hitting accept. Next is your vehicle maintenance tab. This is how you refuel and repair your ship once landed at the space station, hangar or planetary landing bay. Then you've got your journal tab with a log of your quest history, and lastly your Delphi tab where you can view your reputation and perks with different factions across the Star Citizen universe. Gearing up. You'll find shops all over Stanton that sell gear. Just look for the commons or plaza areas in the main cities on planets, or take the elevators on orbital stations to the Galleria floor. where you'll be able to buy gear at most major stations. If you're starting out and looking to do bunkers or any FPS missions, grab some medium armor and a PR4 rifle with some ammo and a backpack. You can also buy a silencer or a veil flash hider, as well as magnification scopes. Oh, and get a med gun from the pharmacy. Medium armor, one gun, enough ammo, a backpack and a med gun. That's all you need. There's a joke floating around saying that you can always spot a noob with their heavy gear, 3 guns, armed to the T. I mean, you don't need 3 guns, well, hardly ever. And heavy armor, although cool, limits your movement quite a bit. But hey, I still do this noob thing mentioned from time to time because it looks cool and I like it. So by all means, you do whatever you feel fits your playstyle. Other guns worth mentioning is the Demico, the FS9 and the Koda pistol. Those are my favorites, but feel free to experiment with everything else. Calling your ship or vehicle. If you don't know where the terminals are, just follow the signs for spaceport for the ships or planetary surface exit for vehicles until you see those yellow terminals. Once you interact with it, you can deliver and or retrieve your ship. Take note of where it spawned and head to your hangar by means of the elevators. Once you get to your ship, hold F and select enter ship, or open if you have a bigger ship and need to enter through the back or cargo area. Once you're in your cockpit seat, press U to power up your ship, then I to turn on the engines if they haven't done so automatically. Next, you want to ask for takeoff clearance, so press left alt and N. Once you hear you're cleared to launch, well, you've guessed it, it's time to go. Now, I'm not going into insane depth with regards to ship controls, just enough to get you flying and getting from point A to B safely. I mean, you want to play now, right? So hit spacebar to lift off and just hover above the ground. Now press N to raise your landing gear. Left control is strafe down. Then you have your WSAD or WSAD keys to strafe forward, backward, left and right. The mouse controls your aiming, yaw and pitch, and the Q and E keys, your rolls. Here are the other keys to take note of. B to activate your quantum drive. Once it finished spooling, hold B to engage your quantum drive and fly to your destination. L is for your ship lights. M changes your ship mode, whether it's mining, towing or salvage modes. V is scanning mode. Scroll up and down to change scanning angles. The more narrow the angle, the further it scans. Tab is your ship's radar ping, or you can hold V if tab doesn't work. The middle mouse button will switch from guns to missiles. G increases the number of missiles that will fire up to 4 at a time. Left ship is your afterburners or boosts if you will. Left alt and C is your cruise control, although use this one with caution. I can't tell you how many times I've crashed into planets and stations because I forgot to switch it off before going to the loo or grabbing a quick coffee. And lastly, but most importantly, press X for space brake. You can also hold left shift while pressing X for emergency brakes using your boosts. Now, the best missions to make that first 100,000 Alpha USC. So before we fly off, it's time to select a mission. Head back to the Contracts tab and select a mission of your choosing. Before I show you which ones I recommend, let's talk delivery missions first. The basic delivery quests pay peanuts and are very bugged most of the time, so ignore those unless you don't care about making money fast in Star Citizen. I also don't recommend mining or salvaging for fast money making. I'm not saying you won't make money doing these, as they're very profitable in the long run, but if you want to make money a lot faster, here are the missions I recommend if you're just starting out. These cover the following playstyles: FPS and ship combat, towing and trading. So first we have bunkers. Those security contractor missions are found under the mercenary tab. The protect site from easy to serious threats are the ones you want after you've completed the initial defend site certification. Gear up, fly to the bunker and clear it out. You'll notice a timer pop up as soon as you reach the bottom of the bunker going down the elevator. Use this time to get into position facing the nearest elevator, which is where some NPCs might spawn. Make sure there are no elevators behind you. If the timer hits 0 and the elevator doesn't open within 10 seconds, run looking for the next elevator and be ready. Risky, but it pays well once you get the hang of it. Watch me do a serious threat bunker starting with no gear and leaving like a king in this video. The payouts increase as your reputation increases with the mission givers. Same with almost all other missions. Now, I made my first 100,000 doing illegal monitor missions under the personal tab. These are the illegal ones that pay around 7,500 per mission and takes about 5 minutes to do. The legal ones also pay around 22,000. If you see them, try them. In these you just fly towards the designated area in space and need to locate 3 monitors. Then you need to shoot them down. Easy. Some hostile NPCs will spawn to attack you, but just ignore them completely and make the monitors your main priority. You have 5 minutes, which is plenty of time. 27,500 for 5 minutes ain't bad. All you need is a ship with guns. Now, I did these in my Aurora LN when I just started and had no issues. The easiest and highest paying mission at the moment, if you own an Argo SRV, is to pick up the Hammerhead cleanup mission under the personal tab, which pays 250,000 credits. Simply fly over to the Hammerhead and tow it out of the asteroid belt. These take like 3 to 5 minutes max and are very easy to do. If you want to avoid getting a crime stat though, watch this video. Then there's your bounties. Although these don't pay too much, they're a lot of fun. To maximize profits, ensure you also take that call to arms quest under the mercenary tab, which will pay bonuses for each hostile NPC you kill. Then we've got trading. Head to the sc-trade.tools website. Select trade routes, choose your ship and aUEC available to invest and hit submit. You'll now see some profitable trade routes to choose from. My favorite is this one, trading barrel from SMO 10 or 22 to New Babbage. You can also try your luck with trading gold from SMO 18 to New Babbage if you have a smaller ship with limited cargo space for maximum profits. Of course, there's also drug smuggling, but I won't recommend that if you're just starting out because it's very easy to lose everything if you have limited funds. Though it's definitely the most profitable trades if you're not afraid of pirates and PvP. Now you might need to rearm, refuel or simply want to go buy some more items. So it's time to land again. Landing your ship. Fly towards the spaceport or station. As you get closer, you'll hear and see a message pop up saying contact ATC for landing clearance or something within those lines. Now to request landing clearance, you can just press left alt and N, follow the marker and slowly fly towards your hangar. If you're struggling, you can also press K to activate your VTOLs, which helps with strafing up and down. If you're going too fast, press left shift and X for the emergency space brakes. Now hit N to drop your landing gear and land. You'll hear landing complete. Press I to turn off your engines, which is always good practice, and you did it. Now upgrading your ship. Now that you have money, it's time to upgrade your ship. Head to the Urkel.games website. Select your ship on the right, choose your desired weapon and components and hit add non-stock items to cart. In the top right corner, you'll see a little green icon showing you exactly how much alpha UEC you need for all your upgrades, as well as where to buy them. Buying your first ship, which ones to aim for and which to avoid. Of course, this part depends a lot on what ship you currently have, if you have one that is, as well as your playstyle. But as someone who's owned and flown pretty much everything, here's what I'd aim for if I was starting out with, let's say, an Aurora MR, which is currently the cheapest starter package and ship in the game. It's also discounted until January 8th, 2024 at just $40 for a game package. You can use this referral code to get an extra 5,000 alpha USC when you sign up for the first time, and if you do so before the 8th of January 2024, you score awesome looking armor free of charge. So whether you're new to the game and looking for which ship to upgrade to, or thinking about buying a Star Citizen starter package, which of course you should do, these are my favorites, starting with the cheapest. So the best starting ships: Aurora LN, Mustang Beta, any Cutter variant, the Avenger Titan, or the Nomad. I'll make a separate video for the best starting ships soon, discussing them in more detail. I also want to throw in the Origin 300i and the 125A in here, because if you're like me and just looking for something classy to get from point A to B, both of these look and feel great to fly. Then your first upgrade. If you started with a cheap entry-level ship, the Nomad is the first one I'd recommend, since it has a bed to log out of, as well as decent firepower and ability to carry a small vehicle like a Cyclone or a Rock. Next, if you're into bounty hunting, the Arrow or Gladius are great first buys. Then there are the popular Freelancer variants and the Cutlass Black, but I'd skip those and go straight for the new Hercules C1, which outperforms both of those by a mile. I know a lot of people love the Cutlass Black and swear by it. I'm just not one of those. But by all means, it's not a bad ship. It's just not the be-all and end-all like many out there claim it to be. The Prospector and Vulture are also both nice choices if mining or salvaging is your thing. If you want to save even more and get something better, try out the Constellation Andromeda, the Vanguard Harbinger or Sentinel, the Retaliator or Corsair. And even though I'm not a fan of the Corsair, it still makes for a great ship upgrade. It's just way too slow for my taste. There is also one ship you should avoid wasting your money on at all costs, because, well, it's just absolute garbage in almost every way. My opinion, of course, but a lot of people share this sentiment. And that ship, my friends, is the Reliant Tana. Just don't, okay? That's it, guys. I hope this helps, and welcome to the verse.